On one of the social media platforms, I saw this report come up today, and I was shocked, yet not so shocked about the top 3 searches that led people to my content. I would have hoped that the words color analysis would appear, but it's actually these that come up. I've always been so fascinated in my color analysis work why so many people think they are one of these palettes. A really high percentage of people who enroll in my color analysis service share what palette they think they are before receiving color analysis results from me, and I would say by far these palettes are the most common ones listed. It's also interesting because out of thousands of people in my color analysis clientele, only 2.6% received a result of muted summer and only 3.2% received result of muted autumn. But by far, most people prior to their color analysis, or many people prior to their color analysis think they're a muted summer or muted autumn. The true muted, muted autumn, and muted summer palettes are the palettes that rest midway between summer and autumn. And so what does that mean? It means when you physically look at somebody, you can't easily rule out summer or autumn in their coloring. And when you do the color comparisons, it's a tougher call between summer and autumn on the person. And I love to focus in on the pinks when doing that, so on the summer side, and the oranges on the autumn side. That's an easier test, I find. When I say it's a close call between summer and autumn on somebody, I mean in terms of the skin, jawline, eyes, focus and balance checks. I thought it would be fun to look at a couple samples of this. So this person in online groups was told that she was a soft autumn. So in looking at her, if she was a soft autumn or muted autumn, you would have a tough call ruling out autumn or summer in her coloring. And I don't find that a tough call at all. I don't see autumn looking at her at all. And summer would be tricky to see here as well. She is a true spring in actuality. Muted palette is a soft palette. And so you would look at this person and think not bright, and this is bright. Even her hair color is quite bright. And so somebody as well in the muted palette would usually have a medium to deep hair color range naturally post-puberty. Many may look at this true summer and think, oh, is she a muted summer? But when I look at this picture, I can easily rule out that palette without even doing color comparisons, because I don't look at her and see autumn qualities easily in her coloring. I wouldn't look at her and go, ooh, is she an autumn or summer? Many people with a golden red hair color, which is a bright hair color, sometimes think they're a muted autumn or muted summer. But I don't look at this picture, for instance, and go, oh, it's a tough call between autumn and summer on her. I don't see any summer in her coloring. And in fact, this person's home season is spring. This person is a muted summer. And can you see that you look at her and you go, oh, I can't tell if there's summer or autumn in her coloring. It would be a tougher call in looking at her. And then the color comparisons will confirm. This person is a muted autumn. And when you look at her, you can't easily rule out autumn or summer being in her coloring, and the color comparisons prove that she is a muted autumn. This person is the palette exactly midway between autumn and summer. She's a true muted, and you look at her and you can't easily rule out autumn or summer in her coloring. Before receiving her true spring results from me, this person thought she was a soft autumn, and she's gorgeous in this picture, don't get me wrong, but when you think through, do summer colors versus autumn colors, are they a tough call on her? They aren't. And in fact, the muted or soft autumn colors here are very distracting from her, and her skin goes shadowed and sallowed. Here she is in an iris color in the True Spring palette, and her skin goes brighter, and her hair, she's brightened up. She looks so bright and sparkly, where this picture takes away that energy. And this person who once thought she was a soft autumn is loving her true spring colors now and loving the glow that is brought upon her. I hope this video has helped you rule in or rule out muted autumn or muted summer as a palette option for you. If you go to my color analysis demos playlist, you will see many examples of muted summers, muted autumns, true muteds, true summers, true autumns, so you know what all those palette looks like and typical samples of people in those palettes. So just to recap, if your hair is in the light range and bright range, or even like you look at it and see predominantly red range, it's unlikely you're a muted summer, muted autumn, or true muted. Ultimately, color comparisons will confirm this, but when doing the color comparisons as well, it would be a tough call between summer and autumn on you. Hope this helps.